Brooks Stadium in Conway, South Carolina would appear to be a far cry from the classics, but Chaucer would be very proud of the fight that his Chanticleers will bring to the Teal. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the Georgia State Panthers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia State will kick it off to get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense will get the first swing of the game. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because...
Going for a big play right off the bat. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got room at the 35. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Chanticleers come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. It's complete to the right. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The play action fake. Makes the grab. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. And the Chanticleers are rolling down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Fires to the big fella. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Leaves it with the back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kendricks. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter as we get ready to get things started. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. They're working that left side. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Chanticleers have moved it inside the 20. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Shakes off the defender. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. End zone. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
Well, your opponent can't beat you if you don't give them the football. And they were able to possess it throughout the entire first quarter, and they finally cap it off with that impressive rushing touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Georgia State Panthers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. First down here for the offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Just feeds the running back. They're able to make the stop, but not before Georgia State has a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Dropping back, it's Cole. He's got his man. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. He wants to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw it again. Pocket starts to collapse. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Spits it out to the back. Complete out of the backfield. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
It's complete on the right side. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Chanticleers send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Coming after him. Gets away. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Extending the play. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
3 yards on the play. 3rd down coming up.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Conway. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Stadium.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the big fella. Hits him with a stiff arm. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Georgia State jumps back to the line. They'll leave it with the lone back. There's a live football. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. Comes out throwing on first down. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal and this is ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game away.
Fights his way for a couple, but stopped short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. The shot that clears will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Cole. Unloads it left. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. fast motion from the offense. The receiver on the jet sweep. And it's on the ground. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, the running back has it. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. And here comes the offense on second down. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. He's back to throw on second down. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's third and short. He'll do it himself. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. And the Chanticleers will go for it on fourth down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Wants to throw. It's Cole. Feeling. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on it.
And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. Bringing it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being a...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Chanticleer! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Back to throw, it's Cole. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Let's see what call they have on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Coastal Carolina takes over, and here comes the offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. The shot that clears, looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying to find his man on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.